Shan. I fitted an energy monitor that I thought you might be interested in. A friend of mine with Squash Club told me about it. It was this Emporia smart energy monitor, and the beauty with it is that you don't have to pay an ongoing subscription to monitor your data. So I've had it for ages sitting there, and I got round to fitting it about 6 months ago. Oh, sorry, I bought it about 6 months ago, got round to fitting it the other week, and it's really good. I think you might be interested in it. So it's this one here, and I've got the monitor with the 16 sensors, 164 quid, and basically the monitor, the main bit, has all these connections in, little 2.5mm jacks that all the little tiny CT clamps plug into on the sides, and at the top you've got these, you can see there's 3 big clamps, only one of them's used, and that goes on the big main positive incomer on your circuit board, not your circuit board, your consumer unit. And then what else can I share? I've also bought, go back from there, where are they? These here, these smart plugs. I've got packs of 4 of them, 37 quid, and they will also feed into the same app, and you can say where those plugs are. So basically what happens is the main meter, you have a clamp on all your circuits, so your lighting, your what else is that? Your lighting, your main ring mains. You might have an oven, you might have a shower, you might have all kinds of different circuits, and then you can then plug in individual sockets as well, and it'll measure what energy has been used and where. I'll just go onto the app and show you. So, well, first of all, I'll show you my installation. So this is the little unit, that's the back of it, and you can see we've got 16 inputs on the left and right, and then we've got 3 inputs on the top, which A, B, C. We're only using A, which is because we're on single phase and just one positive live cable. And on the right hand side you see the little brass connector, and that's for the aerial for the Wi-Fi. And then this is, it's a little bit more complicated in my house. I've got 2 consumer boards. On this left hand one, that's where the power comes in, so I had a little bit of space there, and you can see I've mounted the box in the bottom left hand corner. You can see it's where I've got my aerial. So we've also got in the bottom of the box there's a connector, and there's 4 wires there. So you put the red, white and the blue into the where are we? Into the neutral bar at the top, if you can see there, number 12 is that, and then you connect up the black to one of your spare MCBs, which my one there, that one's a spare one, or you can just tie it into any MCB as long as it's got power. And then what you do then, you've got each circuit, I'll just show you that one there. This is the main, see that main big one there? That goes on your main live in. So that measures how much power is being used overall on your circuit. And then you have these little CT clamps here that clip around each of your individual circuits. So if you've got 2 wires going to each MCB, that's a ring main. Ring main's where you've got power coming in and out. You just clamp it around the both. Or if you've got individual circuits that come in, you just clamp around them. So they're all connected on. I've just passed it through the hole into the main box there. I've also got another consumer board, and I've connected on the circuits that are appropriate and bring them through. Okay, so that was pretty easy. And then if I show you the app, Emporia. So I've actually got power coming into my garage, supplying a few circuits, including like a little summer house thing and a few other bits and bobs, car charger and stuff. So I've got another monitor in there, which is the garage monitor, and I've also got the main house monitor. So when I'm looking at my consumption of the whole house, I've got to add the 2 up together. But I'll go into the main house first. click on there, you can see the total usage at the top, which is 7.5, and you can scroll through on an hourly basis, a minute or per second. That's for the total consumption. Now, another circuit I've got underneath there is basement sockets, and that's broken up into two areas for me. I've got basement sockets, which is my son's side, and I've got basement sockets, which are my daughter's side. And you see I'm using 0.11 of a kilowatt, so 113 watts. So that's using 19% of my energy. Now, on that circuit, I've got individual plugs as well, which is I've got washing machine. I've also got a little home sauna underneath that, and they're the things that come underneath that circuit. I'll give you another example of, it keeps moving here. Where are we? Kitchen sockets. So I've got kitchen sockets. It's using 0.059 or 0.06, which is 60 watts. And underneath there, I've got a plug on my air fryer, my dishwasher, got a hot water tap and a freezer. I can see how much each circuit is using every second, every minute, every hour. I'll go on to day there, which I've just clicked. What else is there? So put the dishwasher on last night, and you can see a dishwasher used 1.387 kilowatts. That's there, and we can go on to we'll go on to graphs. Actually, that's main house. If I go back to home, if I want to see how long my dishwasher is on, identify what's using it, I can go on to dishwasher, and I can get a bit more detail, go on to hour, and then move this along and see the top right hand sort of corner. That'll tell you what energy it's using. So I want to get to the highlighted bit, saying there, whichever hour that is, it was using 0.47 kilowatts, and the big peak was 0.9, so 1.3-ish kilowatts, which is what's displayed during the day. What else is there? Obviously there's lots of other details. I've got kitchen lights there, got ground floor sockets, upstairs sockets, got some underfloor heating on another circuit, my hob, and all those kind of things. So I can also go onto my garage monitor and see, so the main garage circuit is using 0.45, which is 450 watts a day. I've got like a little summer house, which we call the retreat, and I've got my uncle's caravan plugged in as well, which is using power. So that's coming to what, 0.242 kilowatts, which is 242 watts. And then I've, on the circuit that my uncle's caravan is plugged into, I've got an individual plug, so I know he's used 0.169 of that. I've got an electric gate, which is consuming some power, and then car charger, which is using very minimal because we're not using the car charging at the moment. What else is there? I think that's it. There's loads of different things, and those sockets you can switch on and off, but it's quite addictive to see where your power is going. I've found it quite useful because I'm using, I don't know, on average 27 kilowatts of energy a day, which is without the electric car. So trying to pinpoint where that's going. I've had a motorhome that's been plugged in, and I could find that circuit, which was actually my garage, where is it? My garage ring main circuit, and I found out that it was consuming quite a lot. So I had to digging around, plugging stuff in and out, and I basically worked out that the towel, I had to go a little mini towel radiator. It was only 40 watts that was left on from last time we used it. So that had been on probably for months. Had another scenario where when I was looking at my consumption in the main house, the basement sockets, when nothing was connected on, I was using, can't remember, something like 80 watts, but nothing was on. Now I found out that was my like, I got a surround sound amplifier in the lounge, and that was using like 80 watts on standby, which doesn't seem a lot, but when you add it up over the 12 months, it ends up being a lot of money. So I find it quite useful. It is quite addictive to see where it's going, and I know you are probably pretty lean with how much power you use already, but it's a good bit of kit. You haven't got any ongoing costs. Yes, I've paid 164 quid for the main unit, which should be enough, but I had to pay another 89 because I've got another consumer unit in the garage, and I have paid 2 lots of £40 or £37 for the sockets. I didn't need to, but way I'm looking at it is if I can lean up my energy and find out where I'm using it, then my energy costs hopefully moving forward will be a lot cheaper, and hopefully when I actually pull my finger out and get get solar panels and battery, I'll be able to find out the best efficient amount of panels and batteries for my needs, rather than wasting it, which I have been. Thought you might be interested. I had a look through your posts and you hadn't posted anything the same. I know you've looked at a few sockets and stuff, individual ones. I quite like this because it gives you an overall view of what you're using in the house and helps you pinpoint each circuit, and then you can then go into each individual appliance that's using your power. Anyway, I hope I haven't bored you. I hope you're doing well, and I will no doubt see your video soon.